Okay, so today I'm starting to get ready for fall by making this swag with the Dollar Tree Christmas trees. And so what I did was I put them together with some zip ties. I put about 4 of them to hold them together, and I staggered the big ends at the top, and so that I could get to be much fuller and that teardrop shape. And then I'm going to use some mesh and fill it in. I got this gold mesh from Amazon, and I'm just going to make some crumples and put them throughout the swag. And so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll show you how I do that. So I'm just going to cut them into 20 inches long pieces, and you'll need about 8 of them to fill in your swag. What I'm going to do is start to fold them up on each end after I cut this. So I just cut it with my rotary cutter. You can use a burner if you want to, but I just start rolling them up on one end a few times, and then I'll clip it, and then I just turn it around and I start folding it up on the other end a few times, and then I will just start to walk it up to the other side right through the center, and then when I get back to the clip, I just take that clip out and clip it again, and that holds it all together. Okay, so what I'll do to attach it is I'm just going to use the branches of the trees. You can use a zip tie or something if you'd like, but the branches hold it really well, so I just take it and twist the branches around it, and then I'll go in and I'll put another one next to it, and then just sticking it in there and wrapping the branches around it again. And then I'll just kind of fluff it out a little bit, and then I'm going to stick another one down here at the bottom, and then I'll turn it around and I'll start to put the ones on the other side, and then I'll put some in the middle also, so about 8 of them will fill it. Okay, so I'll do that, and I'll meet you back here in a moment. Okay, so next we can decide on our embellishments. I've got a few pine cones that I'm going to place in here, and I have some of these little sunflowers, and I have these brown ornaments that are Christmas ornaments, but I thought the color fit very well. I love the shape of them. They sort of remind me of acorns, so I thought they would look really good in here and not look really Christmassy. So I think I'll place the few that I have in here also. Okay, and so before I start to place all of my embellishments on here, I think I'm going to start by making the bow, and I'm going to place the bow on top of the swag here, so it'll cover this metal bar and it'll hide it. Okay, so I'm going to use this fall ribbon that I got on Amazon. It's really cute. It has some gnomes on it with pumpkins, and it says "Hello Autumn." And then I've got this black and white checkered ribbon that says "So Very Thankful" on it. Okay, so to start my bow, just going to make a loop. First I'm gonna make sure I have like a 6 or 7 inch tail, and then I'll start to make the loop, bring it together and pinch it in the middle, and then I'll start to make the second loop and bring it in the middle and pinch it, trying to make my loops the same size. And then I'll make 2 bigger loops, and just a little bit bigger than the first ones, so that I'm making a 4 loop bow, and I will pinch it in the middle, turn it, and make sure I leave a tail that's about the same length as the other one. So I'm just gonna take my scissors and just cut it even for right now, and just adjust it and make sure all the loops are fluffed out and everything is even. So then I'm gonna just use a 6-inch piece of pipe cleaner to put it all together and twist it in the back really tight, just to secure everything together. So I want to make my bow larger, so I'm going to use this other ribbon, and I'm going to make another 4-loop bow, but this time I'm going to make the loops a little bit smaller, and then I'll attach it to the big one to make one big bow. So you just do basically the same thing you did with the first one, and making sure you twist it around. If you have ribbon that is double face, you wouldn't have to do that, but since this one's just single. Okay, and then I'm just gonna adjust it, make sure everything is even, and just twisting my tails and making sure that they're facing forward, and then I'm going to attach it to the big one. And to attach it, I'm going to use a zip tie. It's a 6-inch zip tie, but you can use a longer one if you need to, if that's all you have on hand. So I'll just take it and attach it, and let's see, and I'm going to make sure I pull it really tight. Okay, so now I'm just going to start to shape it, and making sure all my tails are facing in the front, and then I'm going to go in and I'm going to start to fluff up and fluff out the loops. Just pull them out, twist them a little bit, and so that they're all nice and fluffy. And then I will go in and start to dovetail my ends of the tails. And I love the look of the dovetail. If you prefer, you can cut them at a slant. I just like the look of the dovetails. Okay, so now we can attach our bow to the top of our swag, and I'll do that by taking the pipe cleaner that we had from the front, the first bow, and then I'm just going to attach it, twist it to the back, and you want to twist it really tight, and you can use a zip tie here also if you prefer. Just put another zip tie to attach it. Just want to make sure it's nice and secure. And I'll cut that tail off of the zip tie I had put on earlier. And I'm just twisting it and kind of tucking it in so it doesn't stick out. And so now we can go on in, place all of our embellishments onto our swag. I'm just fluffing out the bow. Okay, so I also have some of this boxwood greenery that I'm going to put in there. I like the contrast of the green of the boxwood. It gives it a different shade of green. And you can put any other picks or greenery that you want. Fall leaves. I'm just sticking in right here for now. I'll go back and I'll hot glue them in there once I have everything placed where I want it. Okay, so now I'm just going to start to place my pine cones. And then I'm going to place some of my flowers. And you can use some pumpkins or acorns or any other fall item that you like, any other fall flower that you might prefer. And you can also add some other leaves and greenery as well. Okay, so here it is. I'm just gonna finish this up and then I will hang it on my door and show you what it looks like. So thanks for watching, everyone. Check out some of my other tutorials and don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell notification for more tutorials on crafting, sewing, and wreath making.